Internet. It says I'm live, so I'm going to get started on this. I'm not always sure. I'm having a little bit of a power situation here, but I've got to handle a problem and just power through it, which is what I do. So good morning. Hello. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm here in the mornings doing my digital media arts. I am a life coach and semi-retired high school teacher, author, and moved to Puerto Rico. Now it's almost been 4 years, and figured out how to make life spectacular. Frankly, it's about art. Art's like magic, but I'm doing something called Remixing Life. This is the book in English. This is it in Spanish. And it's really a simple kind of self-assessment, your self-discovery of your best assets. All the experiences you've been through in life can really make you stronger and more powerful if you use them as energy rather than crying about it and being wounded and hurt. And obviously, problems and challenges hurt. I'm not saying that they don't, but you also have to kind of say, I needed to learn something. Maybe I should try something different if I'm in this situation again so that it doesn't happen again. And that kind of self-awareness, or this sort of checking yourself about what happens in situations, is, I think, one of the biggest self-improvement tips that I could come up with. So I'm doing my research for these topics every day because I want to address what problems people are having. And today's tip, the question is self-improvement tips. So Internet, number one is to actually, I think if you're looking for self-improvement tips, then I'm going to say you have to really be humble and with yourself and be honest with yourself and respect yourself to pick apart whatever you're trying to fix in a question of what's self-improvement. Okay? So to that, I got to do what I say and I say what I do. So I'm like, because some of the most classic things are like the most obvious, but we have to get back to them. And so I'm here in my garden and decided to make it an art gazebo so people can be creative and step out of the box of whatever it is you're usually dealing with, step off that running train of life, step out and have a moment or 3 hours to peel back, look inside you, look to your gifts, your talents, and refocus that, remix it like we do in music. Okay. So let me switch this around now because I got to show you the piece I'm working on. And frankly, I need input. I'm here every day in the daytimes doing this digital media in the morning because I've set up my schedule here at the Oasis de Artes, and mornings is language arts, digital media, infinity math, and culinary. And so this is when I'm talking behind the scenes as an author and as the creative artist that's putting my work together. And I need feedback. That's part of this, right? Afternoon arts, let me plug them so I don't forget. Visual arts, which is painting and sculptures, decorative arts, and performing arts with showtime at the end, and media, and forging the fire about the money. So money later in the day. I'm trying to schedule my day, which is another self-improvement tip. Make a schedule for yourself so that you can get everything into it, right? Okay, let me switch this around. That's tips. Okay, here we go. This is it in practice. Here's what it looks like. So I'm working on let me stand up here. Oh, I can't. Okay, here's what I'm working on. I'm calling this a values compass. Okay? Because we've got to, I think, kind of dial into our values. And the first one I want to dial into, actually, hey, before I see this, I see I got 9 people here. Good morning. Hello. Top fans of mine. Somebody gave me a thumbs up. Thank you. Hello. Please subscribe. Please follow along. I'm trying to make some big changes in the world. This is philosophical. Yesterday I was doing philosophy talk. Today I'm doing self-improvement tips, and number 1 is this values compass. Let's dial into our values. And I really am going to start with respect and truth. To me, those are the foundational values for me. And where I draw the line that someone is not going to work, it's not I don't really want to be around somebody if they're being disrespectful, if they're being bravado and obnoxious with their words, that respect what it is and what it isn't, both with ourselves and with others. And so this to me is something solid that I ground myself in. And the other one being truth. If you tell falsehoods, if you give misperceptions and false truths, say things to deceive people, deception, you don't have value to me. I'm not going to respect that. That's not right. I can't go along with that. So it's truth with myself to say, yeah, I'm not going along and hanging out with people that are liars. I'm not going to do it. It's got to stop. And others, I'm only telling the truth. I'm only sharing good, solid information of verified sources. I don't like all the memes. I don't like all the jokes. I don't like I don't like social media, frankly. So this is me behind the scenes working on a project. This is going to somehow turn into a painting, or it's going to turn into a graphic because I'm working on another project. My nighttime project is social studies and civics, trying to save the world. So my afternoon and the evenings, nighttime, Betrayed by Trump guide. This is the book on Amazon. And it is a work in progress. Are you on a political stance? Which side makes you money, though? Idiot. I don't really care about the money, frankly. This is more important to me than the money, which a lot of people can't understand. I hope you can understand that, Joey. My children, their future is more important to me than my bank account. And I'm putting my money where my mouth is by doing this project. And frankly, I'm starting to get some hate mail from it because people feel threatened. So can you, Joey, share respect and truth? Would you commit to that being a foundational principle that we need to get back to? Well, I'm using social media because it's how we're going to talk to each other. And I want to figure out some respectful ways to have a conversation. So Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock on the Betrayed by Trump Guide channel, we're going through the classroom. I went to Nobel Institute. Here's the Nobel book. And just like a teacher, I go to the library, I get the book, and they tell me exactly how to do it. Simple instructions. Here it is. 8 things to do. Here it is. And it says, include all relevant people. We have to learn how to talk to everyone. We have to figure this out. And so I'm using my garden and a quiet, safe space to figure out some really big problems in the world. I'm remixing the whole world, which is crazy. I know it's crazy. I need people to help me with my crazy projects. Because I realized I'm a big existential kind of thinker. I've been this my whole life, and yet I didn't pursue it. As you said, Joey, I had to have a job. A man can be a girl. So you know what, Joey? If somebody wants to do something, that's their business. Why is it mine? Why do you care? Is it you? And the other piece of this is, what if it's your kid? What if it's your brother? What if your brother is like, yeah, you know, I've never really felt super macho. I'm not really into that. I really love kids. I'm much more nurturing. I love to garden. And all of this macho bravado isn't really doing it for me. Wouldn't you still love your brother even though he might not be that tough, manly man at the gym that you are? Isn't that respect? So thank you for asking, and I'm just trying to practice here a little bit of this because it's a difficult conversation that we have to figure out how to have. So if you can kind of relate that a minute and give it another reason I'm here with art, a different point of view, a different perspective, look at it a little bit deeper. So our beliefs are ours, and the fundamental values of respect and truth, I think, is my best self-improvement tip of the day. So I hope you will join me and subscribe and come back. I'm here in the mornings doing this kind of life coaching and a little bit of English and civics classroom from high school because some information got missed. Some things that should have been taught weren't. And it's not your fault. It's the school's fault. And that's a whole other discussion I don't really want to start right now. I'm trying to fix it. So I have a 7 o'clock Tuesday night. I have books on Amazon. The website, Joy West Press, has all the details. And I'm going to leave you today with the sunshine because I love the sun. It's a beautiful day. Add some art into your life. It'll kick it up a notch. Look, I got a bunch of clouds coming in. Awesome. Joey says, look around. Absolutely. Beautiful colors, beautiful sky. Nature is spectacular. So that's my story. Thanks a lot. Hope to see you here in the garden, and I'll have you see you tomorrow. Bye.